box is simple. The manual is basic. The price sits between $35 and $45. Nothing about the packaging suggests this headphone does anything remarkable, and then you press play. The first thing that stands out is the volume output. Previous models in this line had a ceiling that felt held back. The JBL Tune 530BT removed that ceiling. The output is fully delivered. At 80% volume, it is enough to stay fully immersed in any environment, whether on the street or at home. The low frequencies carry the signature weight this brand is known for. The mid and high frequencies are cleaner and more defined than in earlier versions. That improvement is noticeable even before any configuration. After a firmware update through the companion app, a feature called Audio LE becomes available. Activating it produces a clear and audible gain in audio quality, reinforcing the low frequencies even further. This same function also reduces battery consumption, which connects directly to the next point. The app has several presets you can configure to improve your audio output experience. You can adjust the audio curves, however makes more sense for your listening preference. The low frequency boost is one preset worth trying early on. The headphone also changed shape slightly compared to the 510 and 520BT models. It is a little less compact, but the adjustment in clamping force is significant. The pressure on the ears is noticeably lower. Even with glasses, extended use remains comfortable. It stays secure on the head during light activity and everyday movement. The ear cushions are made of synthetic leather. That material creates effective passive isolation from external noise, which works well for an on-ear design. The downside is that it retains moisture with more ease. Cleaning after use is recommended, especially for those who tend to sweat during use. This headphone has no IP rating. In my own use, a bit of light rain wasn't enough to cause any issues. That said, JBL doesn't advertise any water resistance, so I'd avoid exposing it to sweat or rain whenever possible. The battery capacity is 76 hours. That is a substantial number for this price range. Testing showed it was difficult to fully drain, even with extended periods of active use. 5 minutes of charging delivers approximately 5 hours of playback. In previous generations, battery autonomy was a known limitation of this line. That is no longer the case here. Calls and quick meetings are handled well by the two built-in microphones. The capture quality is acceptable for everyday use, short calls, and standard voice messages. There is one behavior worth noting. The noise suppression system operates aggressively. If a continuous sound is sustained, such as a held vowel, the headphone interprets it as background noise within a few seconds and reduces capture volume accordingly. This affects both phone calls and computer connections. For occasional use, this is manageable. For extended work calls where sustained speech and precise voice delivery are required, this fluctuation will be noticeable to the listener. The companion app also enables the multiple point feature, which allows simultaneous connection to more than one device. Switching between sources is more straightforward than in previous models. For anyone who needs to alternate between devices frequently, or who has been frustrated with other models where that transition does not work as well, JBL delivered here. It works perfectly, instantly, and feels completely native to the experience. Bluetooth stability was one of the stronger results in testing. Moving through an entire home, crossing rooms and closed doors, with the source device left at the other end of the space, the connection held without a single interruption. For an environment where most wireless devices show at least occasional drops, that consistency stands out. The companion app is available on the Google Play Store and on the App Store. Beyond the equalizer, it lets you set a volume limiter to protect your hearing, configure an auto shut-off timer, turn the headphone off directly from the app, and reassign what the center button does, such as toggling your custom equalizer on and off. The headphone is also compatible with your phone's voice assistant. For calls specifically, there is a function called Voice Aware. It lets you control how much of your own voice you hear during hands-free calls, which helps you regulate your speaking volume naturally without raising your voice without realizing it. The JBL Tune 530BT covers everyday use with solid performance, commuting, office environments, and home use. Anyone upgrading from the 510BT will notice clear improvements across audio output, comfort, and battery. Moving from the 520BT, the differences are real but not immediate enough to justify the investment without finding a discount or offsetting the cost by selling the previous model first. For anyone considering a generic import without a recognized brand behind it, this headphone offers a known quality baseline and reliable after-sales support for between $35 and $45. If your needs go beyond general use, such as intensive exercise, requiring water resistance, or working in very loud environments where active noise cancellation is essential, this model will not fully cover those requirements. Other lines from the same brand or from other manufacturers are better suited for those cases. Models like the Edifier W820NB and the JBL 770NC tend to offer more resources built in at a higher price point. I have already covered some of those on the channel. That covers everything I wanted to share about this headset. If this is the right product for you and you want to support what I do here, the affiliate links are already in the description. I searched for the best prices available, so you do not have to. Buying through those links costs you nothing extra, and it goes directly toward keeping this channel going with honest and detailed content like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.